Continue. Welcome to another episode of Ascension Activations. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so incredibly much for joining us tonight on another beautiful episode. So, we want to just start by saying thank you so incredibly much, dear star people, for this beautiful channeled session tonight. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for teaching us and guiding us and being a part of us. We are all grateful for each and every one of you. So we're going to start with an Om. An Om opens and expands the upper chakra centers, allowing each and every one of us to connect into a thought grid. This thought grid allows for the highest potential timeline expression channeling for each individual watching throughout all time and space. For this type of connection, dear ones, we are also calling forward each of your higher selves to allow for any frequency key needed by any individual watching this video throughout all moments of time and space. We wish for each of you to feel into your heart now. You may feel the emotion of unconditional love. You may feel the emotion of unity consciousness as each of us connects into this manner. We also wish to imprint Sam Sava into each of your hearts. Sam Sava is an activation of a solar flare, a type of solar energetic, which will wash the unity consciousness grids with unconditional love and light. As each of you connects now, we wish for you to take a deep breath in. On. And one more deep breath in. On. Thank you. Thank you, dear star people, for connecting and for being with us today. We are grateful for you. Excellent. So we're going to start with the first question. And the first one that came in was when people channel, specifically the law of one or the law of attraction, will the teaching still work because it was channeled while the person was in 3D? This is really important to recognize and identify because all information in the now moment exists at a level of awareness. And what that means is this. So any information meets you exactly where you need the information to meet you at. So at any given moment in time, we may have magnetically aligned ourselves to the law of attraction. And it worked while we were at that level of awareness. But of course, the second that our level of awareness raises, and now let's say we start to activate the multidimensional abilities, you may no longer need the law of attraction. Because at some point, you learn how to operate your multidimensional abilities and you start to modify the light refractal system, which then allows a more efficient way of manifesting your heart's truest desires. For dear ones, there are many different ways to magnetically align each individual to their highest passion. Any manifestation may be summoned utilizing many different methods. A magnetic alignment placing focus and attention is only one method. Located within your heart is tachyon particles that connects you to your higher self. That type of connection allows an established manifestation protocol for each of you are able to energetically send any manifestation of any experience directly to your higher self and allow your higher self to pre-program you at a cellular level. This type of pre-programming allows for spontaneous shifts into the world expression in which that manifestation is currently aligned, meaning At any given moment, dear ones, your higher self may shift you into a parallel reality in which your heart's truest desires are already manifest without having to go through time, space, and without having to go through the steps of manifesting slowly. For time, as each of you knows it, is speeding up. That is because the tachyon particles located within the heart, which are connected into your higher self, is starting to activate more and more of your rainbow body of light within your heart's center core. This, dear ones, is allowing an 11D frequency to be held and radiated within the heart's center core. This, dear ones, starts a process of crystallization within your physical material. Your hearts, we can already see becoming crystallized, as well as each of you are operating different light lenses, meaning you may be focused in the root chakra. And so, different individuals who are focused within a particular chakra lens may then allow their higher selves to start a process of crystallization within each of the chakra lens subsystems. This usually starts as a 0 point located within the cellular levels of each of the primary 0 points within the chakra. In time, it radiates outwards and outwards until the complete biological form is holding more of a crystallized form. Once a true crystallization of your biological material occurs, the higher self is now fully embodying your biological form. Once this happens, dear ones, each of you becomes your higher self. Your higher self is of unity consciousness. For once you truly are embodying your higher self, the rainbow body of light shall soon activate, which then leads to a unity consciousness frequency washing among your planet. This is a process of ascension many of you are already aware of. You are there. You are right there. It is within your grasp to ascend. Your biological form has already accepted the light keys, a spectrum of frequency stemming from your higher self, which grants access into the light realms. You already have it. It is within you. It is a part of you. You may feel it in your core. You know it. You sense it. You feel it. Time works very differently. You may have seen déjà vus. You may have seen timelines shifting. You may have seen people, places, and things differently, as if a part of you was changed and it allowed you to see a mirror reflection of the energy within yourself. All of these things are clear indicators that you have already ascended. Now, you are waiting for the mirror reflection to show you, but you are already ascended. Each of you. You may feel these words within your heart. You may know this in the center of your being. You may look at your sun being white, and you may know that you are already in the crystalline realms. It is here now. To see it more and more, you may choose to hold unconditional love for yourself, for all experiences, for all people, places, and things. The more and more love you hold and radiate, you shall then start to see a higher density. That higher density, dear ones, allows you to see the full spectrum of the crystalline beings that are already here at your fingertips. We are one. We are connected. We are already unity consciousness. As we are here next to you now. Thank you. Thank you, Star People. Thank you. Thank you. So beautiful. Okay. So the next question is casting energy and how it works. So when we are speaking about casting energy, We want to always go right back to the things that we already know is true. And so we know from a physical perspective, when we have a plant next to us and we speak to the plant, it makes the plant grow 10 times the size when we are speaking love and light. That is energetic casting. Now, of course, we know we can rub the hands together, we can clap 3 times, and we can activate our chi energetics. And when we do that and we place the hands next to the plant, now all of a sudden you're going to see the plant grow and grow higher than 10 times its size. That is energetic casting. Now, the more and more each and every one of us learn how to harness a very high emotion. Now, it's excitement. When we get excited and when we focus on sending that love to the plant, then you are really going to start to see a reaction. Now, the beautiful thing about trees is that trees automatically, they summon a vortex energetic directly in the center of the tree. They then radiate that energy out into the upper atmosphere. It touches into the human consciousness grids. So when we connect to the tree, we can either hug the tree, we can put the top of the crown chakra against the tree, or we can simply focus on the tree. We can be indoors and we could do this as well. And we can send any thought form into the tree. When we do that, the tree then takes that thought and vortexes it up into the human consciousness grids. So when we are sitting deep in the forest and we are connecting telepathically to the trees, we are able to send the thought unity consciousness into the trees, allowing the trees more and more to start a process of activating unity consciousness for the whole being, every single one of us. Every person, plant, animal, insect on this planet, every single thing is connected to us. So when we start to focus on unity consciousness and we start to send it into the trees, we start to change that frequency of the entire location that each and every one of us is currently sitting in. More and more and more we do this, we are going to start to see mirror reflections of that energy out in our world. It is not the world that changes. It is the energy inside of us that changes, and the outside world mirror reflects the energy that we are already holding. That is how we are designed to work as one. Beautiful. Okay, so the next question, what is a rainbow ray and how do we summon it? So many times when we speak about energetic castings, we always are told use a white light. White light is pure, white light is from the source, but there is a rainbow ray. This is connected to your higher self and the rainbow body of light. Your higher self has a unique energetic signature, which is encoded for you. When you guys pull a rainbow ray, you literally are pulling your higher self song. The higher self song is an 11 octave higher than your biological frequency. This is very important because when you are pulling your rainbow ray, you are pulling your higher self's frequency into your physical body. This is of high value because your original blueprint or archetype for your soul is your rainbow ray that you are pulling. So your body at its highest potential frequency, that is the benefit of pulling a rainbow ray. That rainbow ray is going to heal every single aspect of your being because it is coming directly from your higher self. But you can also ask the rainbow ray to do certain types of activations. And the activations are like, thank you for activating me onto my highest potential timeline. Any densities or distortions that are inside your physical body, the rainbow ray very gently releases them because the rainbow ray is connected to the higher self in this type of manner. The rainbow ray knows what you need to release in order to shift you onto your highest potential timeline. So if you have density somewhere, but that density is required for your highest potential, the rainbow ray will not remove it. A white light will remove it. That is the difference. The rainbow ray knows, okay, I'm going to leave that there because this is in alignment with the highest potential, or so on and so forth. Now, what we can also do is we can take our rainbow rays and we can energetically cast it at any person, place, or thing. And the reason why this works is because when I am sending my rainbow ray to any other person, there's a frequency match. So my rainbow ray, my higher self is going to say, my highest potential person. So if it's your parent, your sibling, your child, anybody, your highest potential, and then your friend, and the highest potential of that person in your life, in your highest, your rainbow ray is going to shift them to match you. So if you are casting your rainbow ray at an individual, it's going to shift them into the highest alignment for you, even if that means that they disappear from your life. If it's your highest alignment that that person is not a part of your life, they may shift out. So there's a whole process of releasing resistance that each and every one of us are taught along the spiritual journey. And that looks like this: having no expectations and releasing resistance to what you see. So if you send someone unconditional love and you keep praying for them and keep sending them that rainbow ray or even the white light, if there comes to like a communication error or anything happens where it falls out of alignment, you may choose to just send them love and pray that they continue along their journey and raise their frequency. That is what we are guided to do for each other, and that's okay too. The beautiful thing about it is that when we allow, we are literally allowing the source of everything, your higher self and the source, to flow through all people, places, and things. And what that looks like is loving each other enough to have the experience, come together, co-create. And then when an alignment shifts, having the love to allow them to live their life. Leaving the door open many times, because when we're in 5D, that is pretty much how it works. It is of love, and it's okay for you guys to come in, and it's okay for you guys to go out, and it's okay for you to come back when the alignments shift. That is ultimately releasing resistance. It is being present in the now moment and having that love for yourself and the other people around you to allow the experiences to mold to what they need to be. It's beautiful. So when we talk about a rainbow ray, you can also send the rainbow ray into your house, which will once again shift the entire house to your highest potential frequency. You can shift it to your car. You can send it into anything at all that you wish. And it's going to start the process of aligning that energy into your highest potential. Excellent. So the next question is about spatial awareness. Now, we know that a lion can pretty much sense, I think, don't quote me on it, but I think it's like a mile, where they have this like spatial awareness and they can sense all the other beings and animals that are within a range. Of course, it's going to be a mile because their smell, their sound, it's a spatial awareness, but there's also a feeling. Now, in my life, I actually tiptoed with socks on through a room full of people who were meditating, and they all felt my energy as I tiptoed through. Nobody heard me. I was super quiet. That is also spatial awareness. And I bring that up because if you guys close your eyes, even if you close your ears so you cannot hear, or you put headphones on, you can start to feel when somebody walks into your space. Many times we may have this sense that someone is watching you release. When you have that sense, it could potentially be someone remote viewing into your room or your space or having eyes on you, and you can feel it. That is also a type of spatial awareness. This is an extrasensory ability each and every one of us may focus on and enhance. Once again, there are 365 extrasensory abilities each and every one of us may activate right now in this very moment. This is one of them. When we focus on our extrasensory abilities, we can activate them further and further. Now, what the star people have said is all of the abilities in this octave can be leveled up to a third degree. So what that means is this. Right now, from our level of awareness, 365 senses, you level them up to 3 degrees, but then you shift into the next octave. And then it's a different range of extrasensory abilities. There's more. So we keep doing that process of evolving or evolution until we activate what is known as a celestial being. And even then, there's other levels that are higher than that. But for this spatial awareness, we can level it up. Now, how does that look? First, we have a spatial awareness where we can sense and feel when people come into the room. Many of us can do this now. If you've ever had someone who was like very charismatic in a room, you felt that energy the second you walked into the room. That is also a type of spatial awareness. Now, there's another type, because dear ones, some of you watching have an enhanced ability of spatial awareness. Yet you are also healers, and you are able to energetically see, sense, or feel into the biological form of any individual around you. Your spatial awareness may be activated right now. You may have the chills if this is for you. This type of spatial awareness may allow you to sense other people's biological forms and sense any densities, any distortions, which then allows the healer to send different frequency keys into their biological forms, which allows them to heal. This may be perceived as spontaneous healing in time. Thank you. Thank you, Steph. So having that spatial awareness is sensing into people's body vessels, feeling the energy that they keep. Many times when we start to work with thought forms and emotion codes, you may be able to sense the emotions that other people have experienced. That is part of it too. And then there's like a whole range of attachments or messengers. So if you're sensing the emotions that people are keeping, there is a very high probability that you are also sensing their attachments or messengers. Now, a messenger is a messenger from the source frequency. They could be light and angelic, or they could be darker, which we just refer to them as attachments. What they do is they're a type of being that connects into the energy grids, and it assists our manifestations by pushing those emotion codes into our field. They do work within the nervous system net, both inside the body and outside the body. Every single word spoken has a potential. No, every single word spoken, Tarek is saying, imprints your energy field or the cells of the outside of your body or the cells in the inside of your body. Every single word spoken opens the door to a messenger. If you are speaking love and light, you're going to start to see those energies in the messenger fields reflect. And what that looks like is this. If you are very happy and you are speaking happy, positive words, that messenger of happiness connects into your field and helps you to be happier and happier. And the more that we comprehend that the messengers are here, the more we start to work with them. You can physically call them. You could say, thank you for helping me to be happy today. Thank you for helping me to have an exciting day today. Thank you for helping me. And the second that you are speaking to the messengers, it actually is like a free pass or a contract for them to actually connect into your field. So the way the messenger system works is like this. They have to wait for you to trigger the emotion code. But because you are speaking the emotion outside of your mouth, it is a vibration that is already touching into your energetic field. And because you are requesting them to come in and assist you, gives them permission to connect into your field, which is beautiful. Many messengers can communicate with you. We know this because we know that the angelic realm can communicate with people and have full-blown conversations we can have with them. So when we start to go in, oh, wait a second. Okay, it should be good. When we start to go into our energy field, we start to have that level of awareness. Now, we are going to just speak about feeling the weather. This goes back into spatial awareness. Feeling the weather, feeling people in the room, and feeling spirits enter the room. We can also feel the messengers. So once again, a spatial awareness is outside of the body. You can also have a spatial awareness inside of the body. And with that, each and every one of us can do this. We could do it right now. Just close your eyes. You guys can do it so long as you're not driving. Close your eyes and feel into your body. Just feel it. Just have patience for yourself. And now ask your higher self or ask your consciousness, feel into my kidneys. I'm not going to tell you where they are if you don't know. Feel it. Where does your mind go to? It's the same exact feeling as if when someone tells you to feel your finger or your toe. You automatically feel it. You become that. Your consciousness goes into it. Feel into your kidneys. Now just tell your kidneys if there's any density or darkness, I release it. And now just you speak the words out loud. I call my rainbow ray. Thank you, Rainbow Ray, for activating and healing my kidneys. Just feel it. See what just happens is you may push light into a body organ, and then all of a sudden you'll feel it in the meridians inside of your head. And so the kidneys are connected. The meridians run in like the back half of the brain, and you could feel light tubules. So if you push light through the kidneys, you may feel it coming right up the top of your head. It is all connected. There are different channels of light. When you remove darkness from one area inside of your body, the channels of light come and then you feel it running through the meridian and the ley line system. Having the spatial awareness allows access to start to feel. Now, close your eyes. Once again, feel outside of your body. What do you feel? What do you sense? How far away is your wall? Do you have a candle lit in your room? Can you feel the heat coming off of the candle? Can you feel any entities in your room, positive or negative? Sometimes you may get the chills. Is there any messages in the thought grid that is outside of your body? Feel into your emotions. Feel into your thoughts. What energy is in the ether surrounding my body? Is there a message from my higher self? Is there an activation in the ether outside of my body? You could say this one out loud. If there is an activation for me in the ether outside of my body, thank you for activating me now. It's a frequency key. A frequency key is 3 different frequencies blended together into one energetic cord containing magnetic and electrical energy. There is also a plasma component. When we download directly from the field outside of our bodies, you may feel tingles, you may feel chills, you may feel heat rise in the body, you may receive a thought, you may receive an emotion. Sometimes the emotions are located in different areas of the body. Your hands may start to sweat. That's an emotion code. You may feel a light tingle underneath your hands. That's an emotion code. You may feel energy in your shoulders. That's an emotion code. The emotion codes go all over the physical body. We know this because when we hold different emotion codes, it changes our body stances. So our body language and communication is changed by the emotions we keep. The micro expressions, which also reflect into the facial features, are also controlled by emotions. Just feel. Feel into the space outside of the body. Feel if there's any downloadable content. Now, downloadable content, once again, you may feel frequency. You may feel something shift, energy or light inside of your body. When you do this, it starts a process of unpacking. Unpacking looks like this. Okay, you just received a frequency key. Now all of a sudden, your alignments shift because now your energy field, your aura, is now holding a different frequency. Literally. Now you're shifting into a different world among worlds expression because now your aura field changed its frequency. This is how it works in the multiverse, which is where we exist. So now that you have this frequency key, you're going to notice your synchronicities are going to start to align you to the new frequency that you're holding. The new synchronicities are going to put you in the right place at the right time to see the mirror reflections of the new frequency that you are holding. We can do this throughout the day. We can say, thank you, higher self, for giving me any downloadable content that is going to enhance my evolution path or timeline. Thank you, higher self, for giving me any downloadable content that is going to rapidly heal me or help me to overcome whatever it is that I need to overcome. Thank you for a downloadable content to give me the highest potential alignment for my evolution, healing, and highest passion. Just feel. Feel inside of your body. Just feel. And then just say thank you. Now, once again, it's okay if you didn't feel anything. Just say thank you and just that's it. Have no expectations. Many times when we do this and we just say thank you and we're just grateful for it, just knowing that the higher self put focus and attention on you for that moment when you spoke to the higher self, and just knowing that the higher self is like looking at you and reorganizing your timeline, just say thank you. The more that you know that the two-way communication and the download was received, even if you didn't feel anything, if you know it, you become it. And that's the power of manifestation, is that whatever you know, it starts to mirror reflect even faster. So I want you guys to take that as homework for this week and start to feel. Feel into the body, feel outside of the body, feel well outside of the body. You can sit here inside of your house and you can feel the atmosphere outside of your house. So how does it feel right before it rains? We all know that feeling. We've been on this planet a long time. There's like an energy, the atmosphere shifts, the air shifts. There may be more static electricity in the air. Then all of a sudden, you may start to sense the feeling, the smell of rain before it starts to happen. All of those things are different emotion codes. When we close the eyes and when we visualize and we feel these emotion codes, it then starts to summon the rain. This is how the Native Americans used to do rain dances. They used to feel the emotions of the rain and then hold them, push them into all the cells in the body, even if they didn't realize that that's what they were doing. That's what they were doing. Feel it and then say thank you. It takes less than a minute to do. You just drop into your heart, say thank you. From a place of innocence, from a place of pure love and bliss, that is where we choose to summon our energy from. And then just feel. You could do this for the sun. You can now, I've actually had some very unique manifestations with the sun. So the location I was, it was always sunny. But across Long Island, where I was, there was also rain. But everywhere that I was, it was sunny. So sometimes you will summon the sun and you will receive sun everywhere you go. It works like that. And once again, when we start to break down the multiverse and the world among worlds expression, it makes sense. We are all in our own world bubble, very similar to a density bubble. Your aura field is its own circle. It's its own world among world expression. The second you drop into another person and you see through their eyes, you literally are seeing from a different world because we all see things differently. We all are very unique energetic signatures of the source frequency. So when we know this, it's like, well, you can manifest sunshine the entire day and someone else can manifest rain because they're in a different world than you. Literally, this is the way it works in the energy field. And then we come together to co-create experiences. And then we leave each other. And then all of a sudden we're back in our own worlds. And so we can have experiences in which five people witness the same experience, but everybody saw something different. That literally is because each and every one of us are in parallel realities compared to each other. And we're just co-creating the single moment experiences together. At that point, you may you may want to look from three different lenses to see what the truth is. Now we know about holograms. Holograms require three different light sources radiating down in order to give you a complete picture. That is one hologram. When we start to talk about the physical reality, and when we start to see things from 12 or 13 different sources, that's when you can pull out what actually happened in time and space. And so there are books written from 12 or 13 different perspectives, and that's the reason why it was done. Now, once again, 13 is it's a very significant number in sacred geometry. And when we go into how many full moons there are per year, it is actually 13. 13 cycles, not 12 months, 13. Um, that's going deep into sacred geometry. So, the next question, magnetic energy and sensing emotions. So, we did kind of tap into that a little bit, but magnetic energy. So, whenever each and every one of us is holding an emotion, any emotion, pick an emotion. So, let's do trustworthy. That's not like happiness or bliss, it's trustworthy, but it's an emotion code. When a person holds this emotion code, it changes their entire behavior patterns. But when other people step into their aura field, they start to feel that energy. And what happens is, from the 3D perspective, we start to say, wow, well, birds of a feather flock together, and that person's going to have a good influence on you. But it goes 10 layers deeper than that. That energy is an emotion code. And when you feel it and you're around someone who is like that, all of a sudden it's like, dear ones, it starts a process of activating your authenticity. 4, being trustworthy is a full energy of authenticity. When each individual releases any lower vibrational words from their complete vocabulary, they start to energetically align themselves into 5D and higher. This is because the polarity of each word spoken starts a process of magnetically aligning each of you into the world expression. Holding authenticity starts a process of activating your higher self within your biological form. Speak your truth and stand in your divine will. Thank you. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you. Okay. We have one more question, which is the body's voltage and feeling the earth energy and recharging the body's voltage with ether pulling. So we know we have the chi energetic systems. That is a voltage. It is your electric systems. We know the thought forms. The brainwave patternings are electrical in their nature. It is a type of voltage. Now, what do we do to recharge the body's voltage? So once again, one of the fastest ways to recharge and to feel more energy inside of the body is to have fun and laugh. Literally, be as children are. The more happy and excited you can get, it automatically starts a process of refilling that chi energy inside of your body. There's other ways. When we start to do things like earth grounding is going to have an effect on the chi energetic systems of the body, especially if we can get the body part to touch the ground. So, or this Tarek is saying, if you go in the ocean, you are completely grounding yourself into the earth's energy. So when we do this, we bring more energy back into the body and it rejuvenates us. But there's other processes of us connecting into the Earth's magnetic field, which then allows your emotion grids to come back into alignment with the crystalline core. There is a higher spectrum, dear ones, of magnetic emotion codes. These emotion codes are located within the crystalline realms. They may be accessed through deep meditation and communication with a crystal skull named Chief. Chief is located within the earth. He is connected to all crystal skulls on the planet. They're like, they just want me to clarify. He is connected to the crystal skulls on the planet that were placed here with extraterrestrials a long time ago, not the new tiny crystal skulls. That is what they are saying. Thank you. So the emotion grids, what they are showing me is kind of like this. All of the emotions that we have access to right now, we can see them all on a list on a scale. And what the star people have done over the past few years is they have showed us experiential emotion codes. An experiential emotion code is having an experience. And now having the identification of, well, that experience was manifest because I was holding all of these different emotion codes as one. And it is an experiential emotion code. So when we start to hold those emotion codes in, we start to manifest that experience. What Mother Earth's crystalline core has, she has emotion codes from the light realms. So if you want to see things like instantaneous manifestation, extrasensory abilities, or straight up magic, those emotion codes are stored within Mother Earth herself because extrasensory abilities were once upon her surface. She stores all memories, all emotion codes from all time and space. Meaning, dear ones, any emotional code each individual needs for any type of manifestation is already here for you to download. Each planet contains their own bandwidth of emotion codes. Those may be accessed. However, there is different types of communication that may be required prior to releasing different emotion codes. As it only takes one human to download an emotion code for that emotion code to now reflect into the human consciousness grids. And what that means. In any given moment, a single human being may hold any higher frequency emotion code gifted by the star people, allowing all of humanity to now access that emotion code. We wish for each of you to hold unconditional love in your hearts. We wish for you to feel unity consciousness. And we wish for you to love yourself. Thank you. Thank you, dear star people, for this beautiful channel session tonight. Thank you so incredibly much for joining us tonight, guys. Thank you, each of you. If you guys just want to say thank you, star people, for this beautiful channeled session. And if any of you guys feel like the star people are working with you, just say thank you. And you guys may be working with downloadable packets of knowledge, which is many different packets put together in one. So I'll let the star people guide you from there on. But if you have the chills or you feel like it's you, they are speaking directly to you. So my name is Danielle Lipton. I am opening, I already opened the Tree of Life Organization.org. It is a spiritual university for all people to come. There is no charge. And we are building the classes and lessons now. So please check it out. Right now we're focused on the Awakening and Alignment course. So there's 80 lessons you guys can go see. And thank you very much. You can also find me at daniellelipton.com. I do offer sessions, and you guys can send in any emails. If you have any questions you would like to ask the star people, we'll put the questions on the next live or the next Zoom video. Thank you very much. You guys have a wonderful night, and I send my many love and blessings to all of you. Thank you.